Guns and Silver back with you. Today I'm promoting my Buck Model 503 prints that I got off eBay, which is my preferred form of acquisition these days because they can get pretty pricey, but still you can find some great deals on really minimally used and almost new knives, collectible works of art like the Buck prints, 503, nickel bolsters, the wood scales are micarta. I don't know what that material is, but it held up well and wonderfully used. To compare it against my Buck 110 that I'm really happy to have, I don't use it for work. I had a Jay Hankel's folding blade that I had for 20 some odd years that I use for work, and I've since retired it, and I've come up collecting these again, the Buck 110 series. I had one of these, and for some reason I either lost it or broke it so bad that I didn't just put it in my toolbox, that I've since gotten rid of all the tools and boxes and everything, having retired from the welding business. But I got another one, and I got a 112 also, but I got the 112 Classic as well, but I also got the 112 Slim Ranger, which is just, well, it's probably 6 years old, but I just picked one up. It's an interesting, I find it awkward as a one-hand deploying knife. It's much more awkward to use that stud than any of the Spyderco knives. I have a Spyderco Ambitious and a Spyderco Tenacious Lightweight that I use everyday carry also, and they are much more comfortable deploying the blades, especially the larger blades when you're using them. I'm not a fan of putting on the opening studs on the bigger Buck 110, 112. I just like the classic style, and for wood use, chipping wood and just general outdoor activity, cutting sandwiches or meat or whatever, the knife's fine opening two-handed. I like, what a main point of this particular video is to highlight my new 503 prints, and it has all the features I love in Buck knife in terms of quality, build, and everything. It's a little small for the hand, but it's a great apple peeler and just a general all-purpose knife with the drop point blade and just the quality of everything. The stainless steel, you could cut sandwiches with this too. I don't know about cutting steak or anything like that out when I'm hunting, but I do like this knife's design, art, like I said, artistry of it. Great collectible. I probably won't use it as a pocket carry, but it's every bit usable as a daily carry, pocket carry. It just doesn't have that one-hand feature to it that I've become used to with the Spyderco brand knives. Like I said, while this is a real practical daily carry, and I do carry this every day, but it's not comfortable as a one-hand opening knife. I do, and I get around to it, but it'll shave off a fingernail if you're not careful. You could really cut yourself if you make a mistake opening this with one hand. This knife is so pretty, and I'm so glad to have it, the Prince 503, that I wanted to show everybody, of course, because I'm a knife nut, a knife daily guy on YouTube. If you get a chance, get on eBay and find them before they disappear. Seems like people are buying up the Bucks by the truckload. They're getting the major deals on collections, people selling their collections finally, and finding the older ones in good condition is it's a find. It's a good deal. Well, that coming to an end here. Once again, the reason for the video is the Prince 503, Buck Prince 503 that I got used on eBay. The new model 110 in perfect condition with the clip point blades. I can see why they don't put this feature on the smaller blades. It could get real delicate. But this, for a hunting knife and woods knife, is the way to go. I haven't been hunting in years, who am I fooling? But I have had a lot of reason to take one of these out in the forest and feel comfortable with anything I need to apply with it, cutting branches or whatever. Like I said, cutting myself up and chuck steak or chopping salad, whatever. This is a great knife for being out in the woods and when you're camping days. This one's okay. The Buck 112 Slim, like I said, it's a kind of an awkward, especially if your hand's a little sweaty or whatever, you got arthritis like I have. It's not an easy one-hand open knife, but it is a good daily carry, and I'm not going to badmouth it for any reason other than it's not a great one-hand opening blade. It's a kind of a long reach. It's like I said, you got any kind of muscle, hand problems, or arthritis. This is not easy as the thumb hole design on, say, a Spyderco. This knife doesn't have any of those issues, and nobody cares if it would have one. It is just an absolutely beautiful knife. Buck's Model 503 Prince.